What's up, y'all? It's Beanie Sports Talk coming back to you with the divisional round of the playoffs this week. We had an awesome wild card week last week. There were a few games that I think surprised everybody. Obviously, I called out the Panthers versus the Rams. If you sided with me, we knew it was going to be close. We saw that game earlier in the year where the Panthers came back. They beat the Rams, and we all knew that it was going to be close. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure Evan hit all of his picks this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, and that game would have been a blowout if the Rams didn't turn the ball over with like a minute left in the second quarter. It went from being about to be 24-7 at half to 17-14.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a massive 10 to 14 point swing right there in the last minute of the second quarter. That definitely busted the spread if you bet on the Rams. But yeah, the Panthers put up a good fight. It was good to see the effort out of Bryce Young. It's just nice to see. Hopefully that gives them full confidence going into next year with a division win under their belt and a hard-fought game in the playoffs against a really damn good team.
Yeah, hopefully they can start streaking some wins together instead of going on off the whole way through.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in the draft and what they do in free agency and just how competitive they are next year. Hopefully Bryce Young looks even better.
I hope so, too. Also, how about Caleb Williams? I mean, what a comeback.
That was definitely the best game of his career. And now he's got the biggest game of his career coming up. He looked the part of a number 1 overall draft pick, that is for sure. The Bears look good, man. I mean, they keep hitting these late game comebacks and winning games. They beat a lot of great teams at the second half of their year and coming into the playoffs now. I'm thoroughly impressed by what they've done.
Absolutely. I think they've fully exceeded everybody's expectations thus far. I didn't give them their credit at all. I mean, you thought they were going to go on a massive losing streak, and sure as shit, they started stringing it together and got the number 2 seed.
No, they went on a massive winning streak instead. They beat a ton of great teams.
We'll talk about that Niners-Eagles game now. That was pretty damn cool to see the Niners walk in there and catch another unexpected dub, considering they're banged up and all that shit. You kind of expect the Eagles historically to come into the playoffs and pull it together. Man. And they just didn't do it, hence their massive shift in everything in the room now.
If our video got pushed, I literally told y'all to bet the house on the Niners. Literally bet everything you own on them because the Eagles suck, Dave. I don't know how they didn't fire Sirianni. At least they fired that coordinator because that guy sucked.
Yeah, no, needed to go, and I think that's going to change some things up, get Saquon back in the mix, and hopefully make Jalen Hurts back into the quarterback he was a couple of years ago.
Hopefully.
What am I missing?
A couple games, it's all right. I mean, the Texans' defense looked like everything they're made out to be. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers played his last game or not, but it's wild. Mike Tomlin coached his last game for the Steelers. It's just crazy. I mean, it's basically been my entire life of watching football. Mike Tomlin has been the Steelers head coach. I mean, that's the only guy in the league like that up to now.
And Harbaugh. And they both just got fired. Either way, I mean, wouldn't it be funny? Harbaugh and Tomlin, like, what if they swap spot?
There's no way, though.
Because the other day you saw the Ravens president or something talking about Tomlin sounds pretty nice.
Man, I feel like neither of them would help the situation at either of those spots.
I mean, maybe a change of scenery is just all they need.
You might be right. I don't know, but I think that's not going to happen. Texans look great, though, on defense. Their offense played pretty well, too, in the second half. Patriots took care of business. Yeah, I'm not too surprised at that. But now they have a big, big test coming up.
I was surprised by the fact that the defense held them to no touchdowns. That was huge.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
Especially coming into a game against the Texans where your defense is going to have to stand up in what should be a defensive matchup.
I mean, dude, Justin Herbert led their team in rushing yards, while Marion Hampton had 1 carry. Sure. And just took him out of the game.
That man, Justin Herbert, lost me a half a band. If somehow this makes it Justin Herbert, fuck you. That's why I'm a Broncos fan.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's jump into it. The first game we got is the Bills in Denver. Denver's 1.5 point favorites at home. Man, give me the Bills all day long on the money line and the plus 1.5 points. Josh Allen's going to come in here. He's going to get it done somehow, some way. I guess on paper, the Broncos are a better team. Their defense is definitely great. I don't really care. Josh Allen doesn't need to attack his number 1 receiver. Pat Surtain can take any guy out of the mix, and Josh Allen's going to make it happen with just someone. It doesn't really matter who's on the field. He's going to get him the ball. And if nobody's open, he's just going to run it down y'all's throat. I think James Cook has a pretty solid game receiving as well. But yeah, this should be a pretty close game that I think the Bills jump out in front right away in the first quarter and keep their lead all the way through.
Well, I'm going to go right against you. I think the Broncos are going to pull this one off at home. Josh Allen is pretty darn banged up. I don't know if y'all watched the game last week, but he had multiple injuries at multiple points of that game. And walking into the Mile High Stadium, that's going to make it even harder on him. So go ahead and give me the Broncos. I think it's going to be a game that we're going to have to start off. We're going to have to score, and we're going to have to get points to win this game. It's going to be somewhere like 27-20. Somewhere in that range. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, and the Broncos are ultimately going to pull it off, and it's going to be fucking badass. I think there's a strong chance that Josh Allen doesn't even finish this game.
I'm not worried at all about any injuries, whatever, undisclosed or disclosed with Josh Allen. If he says he's going to play the game, it's playoffs. This is his chance right now. There's no Chiefs, no Ravens. All he's got to do is beat the Broncos to get to the AFC Championship. And I got full faith in Josh Allen.
Bouncing off your other point, too, Surtain's going to take that number one guy out of the game, and they really don't have anybody else.
That's fine. That's my point. He always gets whoever the ball.
They're not going to have anybody to give the ball to.
They never have. They have nobody, and he balls out every week with nobody.
No.
Yes, dude, it happens.
We saw him struggle earlier in the year. We're going to see him struggle again this weekend.
Oh, my God, dude. I can't wait for this shit. Saturday at 3:30.
Broncos. We're going to the bowl, man. Fuck the Bills. Next up, we got Niners Seahawks. In my opinion, this is going to be one of the better games this weekend. They should all be great, but this one really should take the T. This is a interconference, interdivisional matchup. And I think these boys are going to pop off. I think this game is going to go hard over that 44.5, and it's going to be close. Go ahead and give me the Niners on the plus 7.5 here, but I'm taking the Seahawks to win. I think this is just kind of the point where the Niners meet a team where the offense on the other side is just a little bit too much for them to put up with. I know they've been playing great football as of late, but I think the Seahawks have just been playing better football. Give me the Seahawks. It's going to be close. It's going to be a fucking badass game. It's going to be JSN or it's going to be Christian McCaffrey here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's going to be Christian McCaffrey and take the 49ers on the money line and the plus 7. Pretty much agree with everything you said about the Seahawks. They are a better team. They're playing better football as of late. They're definitely a more healthy team, that's for sure. The reason I'm taking the 49ers is strictly just because I haven't seen Sam Darnold do anything before in the playoffs. I've seen Kyle Shanahan put these teams that don't look that great on paper deep into the playoffs. Like we said, this is a divisional matchup. They're very familiar with each other. This is where Kyle Shanahan thrives. They just played each other 3 weeks ago in the last week of the year. The Seahawks barely edged them out. I think the 49ers get this one done, despite all their injuries. The only reason I'm saying this is truly because I don't trust Sam Darnold. I would not be surprised if the Seahawks win this game, and that's because Sam Darnold actually plays up to his potential. We'll see. To me, it's a coin toss.
He could walk out there and see ghosts again.
Yeah, and he might throw 5 picks and the 49ers win this game by 20. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect out of him in this moment. We saw him last year come in after his great year and just choke it away immediately. First game in the playoffs. Who's to say he won't do it again?
Seahawks are taking it. Next up, this is going to be a game that I think people are going to be surprised by. I am fully going with that over 40.5. Texans prove that they can put up some points on both sides of the ball. I think they're fully capable of putting up 20 points in this game. I think New England showed also on offense that they're fully capable of putting up a good game too. Go ahead and give me the Patriots here. It's going to be a scrappy one. It should probably be pretty close, but I'm going to go ahead and take somewhere around a touchdown a distance here. I think the Patriots go ahead and pull this one off. I think the offense stands strong against the defense and pulls it off. I just don't think C.J. Stroud is confident enough to walk in here and throw together a good enough game to keep up.
I think the Texans defense is going to do to the Patriots what they just did to Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers and fully just stop Drake May in his tracks. I think the Texans are going to win this game. Not by a lot, but I think they're going to win. Obviously cover the +3 and take on the money line. It's just their defense, man. Their defense is way too live. Everyone wants to talk about how the Patriots haven't played anybody. I think the Patriots are good. They just beat a decent Chargers team, and their defense looked really damn good while they did it. With all that being said, they haven't played a defense like the Texans. Nobody has until they play the Texans. I just don't see them coming out on the other side of this with much of any points. Now, the only way I see the Patriots winning this game is if the Texans just fully take a shit on offense.
I mean, I can see some turnovers here, you know?
Yeah, the Texans could definitely shit the bed on offense, and that's the way the Patriots win this game. Kind of iffy on that over-under 41 points.
I mean, Nico's not playing too. That factors into the fact that Houston Texans offense might not be able to go.
I mean, he didn't play the second half of that game, did he?
No.
Yeah, he was. They looked fine. I know the Steelers' defense is not as good as the Patriots. I'm still riding with the Texans. Yeah, I just think the defense stands up once again. Defense travels well. They're going to play well up in Boston in the cold.
It's going to be a damn good game. Next up, we got Rams, Bears to close out the weekend. This one, I think, has potential to be the best of the weekend. Once again, we've got two teams that are extremely feisty. We've got a young QB and an old QB, both fighting for legacy here. This is a big legacy game to get far, and maybe they can take their team to the bowl here. I think it'd be pretty cool if Caleb Williams could put together a little run, but I just don't see it happening. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams here on that -3.5. I'm going to take the over in this game because I think it's going to be back and forth for a little while. However, I'm taking the Rams to kind of run away there at the end. I think experience outplays any sort of talent on the field. The Bears have looked better as of late, in my opinion, but go ahead and give me the Rams. I'm taking the experience all the way through.
I'm with you on this game. I'm taking the Rams -3.5. I just think that Puka and Stafford can't be stopped right now, and it's time. Stafford is nearing the end of his career, and they want one more bowl. This is the year for them, quite frankly, in the NFC side of things. You know, they get past the Bears, and they're playing either the Niners or the Seahawks, two teams that they're very familiar with. This NFC West has been fantastic this year. They've produced 3 divisional round playoff teams. Rams Seahawks or Rams Niners would be a great NFC championship. Or even if the Bears pull it off, those would be a great game too. I just think the Rams clutch it out. I'm taking all 4 road teams, which is crazy to say.
It's wild.
Yeah, but that's what I'm rolling with.
Hey, I mean, it's going to be a competitive weekend to say the least. There's going to be a lot of back and forth and a lot of people stressing on the couch this weekend. I'm excited. I'm ready to watch the Broncos play. I hope we're not too rusty, and I hope we just walk on out there and give a good old-fashioned ass whooping to the Bills. It's going to be fun.
Man, I just want to see the Bills and the Rams in the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say.
Mighty hopes. Well, that's all we got for you this week. We're going to come to you with a player props video here this week too. Don't forget that we are on all the platforms, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. We're also on Chalkboard. Don't forget to play with some coins and use our link. Have some fun with some football. We'll catch you next week.